two captains, Hassan Abed Rabo and Sofian Benchibane, are two referees, Jessica Roman from Paraguay and Anastasiia GORSHKOVA, the Russian captain, exchanging pennants. We're just moments away. Russia won their opening game against the USA to put themselves in a good position in this group. Top of the group, just ahead of Great Britain on goal difference at the moment. Julio Trinidad there, the coach. That's what's expected of his team. Russia big and strong though, of course. Paraguay and the USA both on 0 points. Great Britain are playing USA on the adjacent pitch, pitch number 1 at the moment as well. So we'll get an idea a little bit later of whether these sides are going to make it through to the semi-finals. Top 2 teams in each group go through in the women's. There are just 2 groups. Next round of group matches tomorrow. Semi-finals on Tuesday, and the medal matches coming up on Wednesday. What is a very short, sharp competition here in Doha. CHERNIAKOVA looks like she might be preparing to strike straight from the kickoff. Paraguay, as always, as most teams do, putting ALONSO on the post just to give that goalkeeper a little bit of extra support. You can pretty much score straight from the kickoff. We saw the last match here, goals exchanged from the kickoff, but they've gone short instead. GORSHKOVA with the early efforts at goal, blocked by the knees of ALONSO. So it is Russia all in red. Taking the goal from left to right in the first period. 3 12-minute periods coming up. No draws, of course, in beach soccer, so if it is level, we would potentially have extra time and then a penalty shootout to decide. Shot across goal, inside of the post and in. The opening goal of the game inside the opening minute comes from CHERNIAKOVA. Well, not the start Paraguay were looking for, but the Russians showing how strong they can be, getting themselves in front right from the get-go. Less than 30 seconds gone, and they've taken an early lead. Paraguay have yet to really have a touch on the ball. See what they can do straight from the kickoff. Struck by BARROS. Step down towards AMARILLA. That's nicely done. A little bit of turn by Fanny GODOY, who's one of the top players in the Paraguay team. Definitely one to watch. Number 10. Scored a hat-trick in the opening game against Great Britain. I'm sure Russia will be aware of the threat that she'll pose over the course of the game. AKYLBAEVA is the starting goalkeeper for the Russians. Viktoriia SILINA is the other goalkeeper among the substitutes. GORSHKOVA, or shaver, as she wears on her shirt. AKYLBAEVA made some pretty good saves in that match against the USA. They were pushed pretty hard at times, got themselves into an early lead. 26 shots in that match. First shot from Paraguay, but the referee's whistle had already gone. It's a foul on GORSHKOVA. So a chance for Russia to increase their advantage. Free kicks go unopposed in beach soccer, so it means that the players will have to follow a diagonal line from the ball out to the corner flag, which means Shaver will have a clear sight at goal. Tends to further test RECALDE, who's already been beaten once. GORSHKOVA too high though. We've already seen some very good goals in the women's competition so far. for the overhead kicks, which are a frequent. Great way of getting a goal. Shaver strong in the challenge with Fanny GODOY. With another free kick given away, much to her dismay, which means it'll be another effort on goal. Player that's fouled, don't forget, has to take the free kick as well. So it will be Shaver to have another go at goal. Similar position, in fact an identical position to the one just a few seconds ago. Players are allowed to make a little plateau to put the ball on, to get their foot underneath it. Can Shaver, the captain, fare any better than she did last time? That's a better strike, and it's pushed away by RECALDE. Ball to Russia. In the corner, KHUTORNAIA up by the corner flag. That is KHUTORNAIA. It's away by AMARILLA. Now Fanny GODOY. This is where she did her most dangerous, running at defenders. Good challenge by KOMAROVA. She might have her work cut out tonight, though, the diminutive number 10. IVASHKINA. All the way back to AKYLBAEVA, closed down by GODOY. She's all on her own at the moment. She's waiting support now from BARROS. Here comes the corner, misses everybody, though. Kept in by AMARILLA. ALONSO. Back to goal. It was laid back to Natalia BARROS, but shot took a deflection. It will be a corner. So Paraguay enjoying a good spell of pressure in this opening period of the game. 8:31 to go. They trail by a goal to nil. It will be GODOY to swing in the corner. Oh, it's a free header, and what a chance it was as well for AMARILLA. It flashed across her forehead. She didn't make any contact at all, and it's not on a play for a goal kick, but Paraguay's best chance of the game so far. Roman. AMARILLA. Comes off the shins of IVASHKINA. BARROS. Very difficult to try and dribble on the sand. The ball spends a lot of time in the air in beach soccer. It's GODOY trying to turn once again, but away blocked to goal by IVASHKINA. Oh, another great chance. Good save, AKYLBAEVA, who's lost the ball. AMARILLA getting the shot in. It's a real scramble. Still it's free. Cleared off the line, and AMARILLA again stabs into the side, netting with the aid of a deflection. Great defending from the Russians. AKYLBAEVA came out and threw herself at AMARILLA. It was AMARILLA that reacted quickest back to her feet. And a great block on the line twice by KHUTORNAIA. Russia managing to keep their goal intact so far, but that's the closest that Paraguay have come. The Russian coaching staff behind AKYLBAEVA's goal. She's taken a knock in that little melee. Another corner. This is the best spell of pressure so far. Caceres with the ball in. Little break, I think, for CHERNIAKOVA. And a foul by AMARILLA to give away the free kick. Just brought down PETROVA. Just the faintest of touches. It's important not to give away free kicks in beach football because it does actually give you a shooting chance. As you can see, the players, as we mentioned, have to get out of the line of the ball. So it's always a free strike towards goal. It'll be PETROVA this time to try her luck from a long way back against Cristina RECALDE. Supports it well, but again, rising high. Not able to keep the ball down. RECALDE not called upon to make the save. Here's GODOY. Probably find out of all the Paraguay players, she will play the most minutes. Fanny GODOY. Caceres. Only played their first international last year. Russia, they beat Switzerland 8-6. The beach football for women is relatively new, unlike the men's game, which has been going for a number of years. The first FIFA World Cup, good save by RECALDE. Brilliantly turned onto the post off GORSHKOVA's shot. First time RECALDE's been forced to make a save. CHERNIAKOVA. GORSHKOVA once again just misses her kick completely that time. You can see the threat that the Russians pose, though. They've got that ability just to produce something out of nothing almost. CHERNIAKOVA brought down well. Challenged by GODOY. Just 21 years of age, Fanny GODOY. She's the youngest player in the Paraguay team. Oh, it's off the bar this time. CHERNIAKOVA going close again. Caceres just bundled off the ball by ZAITSEVA. Good distribution by the goalkeeper. Roman stretching, can't hook it back. RECALDE could only watch it, but fortunately it looped over it. Came back off the bar. It's been a great opening couple of days at the inaugural ANOC World Beach Games. 350 medals up for grabs over the next few days. A couple of sports that will make their Olympic debut next year taking place here over at the Spire Park. Not too much to do with the beach, but bouldering, which is basically rock climbing, and skateboarding as well. Everybody expecting this to be a straightforward head-to-head really between Spain and Russia, who are the two strongest sides in women's beach football. But there will be a twist along the way, you can be sure of that. I just wonder whether Paraguay might be able to provide that here against the Russians. They trail by a goal to nil. We've got 3:51 to go in the opening period. GODOY. Now MORA. It's gone for a corner. Again, it'll be Fanny GODOY to take the corner. Plenty of movements to the blue shirts, but it's in behind everybody. And for a throw-in to Russia. Most of the players in beach football have come through the 11-a-side game, but it's a completely different set of skills that are required for beach soccer. As we said, the ball spends a lot of time in the air. AKYLBAEVA forward and helped into the net. Well, it wasn't helped into the net. I thought that had been helped on. I mean, the goalkeeper RECALDE managed to get a touch on that. Not for all the world as if Russia had got a second goal there. AKYLBAEVA with the ball forward. Somehow it managed to stay out. It just got caught in the sand. That's why, as we just said, the ball spends a lot of time in the air. It looked like it was on its way in, caught up on a pile of sand, and RECALDE able to make the save. So Russia going close to a second, but not quite. AKYLBAEVA bowls out once again. KANAEVA. KHUTORNAIA. Good defending by Jennifer MORA. Opting for the kick in this time. GODOY right in front of goal, didn't deal with it. The goalkeeper gathers with Natalia AKYLBAEVA right behind her. BARROS. I feel a win here would be good enough to put Russia through to the semi-finals. Paraguay need a win. Came off the top of the bar. It was a fairly speculative effort from long range. CHERNIAKOVA. Shaver. Oh. Right the way across, it was IVASHKINA that was diving in, trying to get a touch on it. So this is in Group B, Great Britain and USA, the other two teams in Group B. In Group A, Spain, Brazil, Cape Verde and Mexico. Both that group have played their 2 group games now. One more game to go before we know our semi-finalists. It's another long-range shot from ALONSO, which hits the netting behind AKYLBAEVA's goal. Just 28 seconds to go in the first period. Russia leading by a single goal at the moment. Had things all their own way in this first period. Paraguay have had a couple of chances. Good clearance by ALONSO. So there goes the hooter for the end of the first period. Just a single goal in that first period. There's that clearance a moment or so ago from ALONSO, which kept Shaver's shot out. Goalkeeper beaten. It was a good header away to concede the corner. But the only goal came early on. CHERNIAKOVA for Russia, putting them in front. Paraguay went close on a couple of occasions. Fanny GODOY looks lively for them. She could be the key to them getting back into this. But at the end of the first, fill up as the day's worn on. It is a work day here. It's a Sunday, of course, but the weekend, Friday and Saturday in this part of the country or this part of the world. But as work and school are finished, people have come out to support their chosen teams. We'll see the Russian men in action after this. They're taking on Uruguay in their Group D clash. Iran against Senegal should be an intriguing game as well, and Italy against Mexico to round off the proceedings here. 6 games per day on each court or each pitch. So Russia first to show for the second period. Paraguay having to have to change their strip today to be in blue and white rather than their usual familiar red and white stripes. I'm sure there'll be massive crowds for the Beach Soccer World Cup, which comes up next month. It's a good opportunity for some of the teams that are in that competition. 10 of the 16 men's teams are playing here this week. This is the women's time to shine on a world stage, and it will be Paraguay to get us underway for the second period. Well, that wide to Alonso straight from the kickoff, but I think we're going to have to start again. I think Alonso maybe had gone into the Russian half a little bit sooner than she should. But maybe Russia knows what's coming, or will Paraguay change their tactics this time? They do change their tactics. Barros' shot charged down. Rolon straight into Cherniakova, scored that goal in the first period. Rolon again. They haven't tested AKYLBAEVA too many times yet, Paraguay, and that's something they're going to need to improve on their finishing power if they want to threaten in games. So they're still relatively new. Beat Uruguay in a recent friendly as they built up towards this competition. Talking to their coaching staff a couple of days ago, saying that you'll see that their team leave nothing out there on the pitch. They're desperately keen to succeed. Actually held Great Britain to a goalless first period when they played that match, and it was 4-4 until very late on, until Hannah Horton, the England goalkeeper, scored a winner in a 5-4 victory. It really did break their hearts. They'd given everything in the match. Good strike by Barros, which is charged down. Cherniakova tries to look from a long way out, but the ball bobbling along the sand. She may have just caught a foot as well, so we will have a stoppage. Clock does stop every time there's an injury or major stoppage, so you do get a full 12 minutes played. That's the theory. That was the shot, really well struck actually from Natalia Barros, who, like Godoy, is one of the key players. Clattered into Cherniakova's stomach. Important to stay hydrated in these hot conditions, however old you are. I'm sure one or two people here are actually watching beach soccer in the flesh for the first time. They certainly seem to be enjoying the experience. We had really good crowds, good atmosphere here on Friday. The crowd's building up as well. There are two pitches, matches on simultaneously. USA Great Britain on pitch 1 at the moment, so people can wander between the two, maybe pick their favourite. Here's a chance for Roman, sides it goal, but again pulls the shot. Paraguay, well, they'll feel they've had chances to level in this one. Russia were very much in pursuit in terms of the defenders. Maybe a little bit rushed from Jessica Roman. Shaver. Good pressure from AMARILLA. Challenge aimed towards PETROVA. Barros gets the ball away from danger. All the way back to AKYLBAEVA in the Russian goal. Cherniakova. Fanny Godoy is about to come back on. You can see her there, number 10. Russia about to make 4 substitutions, which is something you do see quite often. Still Cherniakova's goal it is that separates the two teams. 9 minutes to go in the second period. And a chance here for Cherniakova to maybe extend that lead as she There's a shot on Cristina RECALDE's goal. RECALDE waits. How can CHERNIAKOVA get past the goalkeeper? Goes for one towards that far post, but bobbles wide of the target. ZAITSEVA, PETROVA and KOMAROVA were the 3 goal scorers in the match against the USA. Comes off ALONSO, it's a poor touch. CHERNIAKOVA forced wide, but ALONSO made amends. They're not very happy at the moment, the Paraguay. I think Paraguay coach is going to be spoken to here about shouting too vociferously for handball. Referee just going to have a word and tell him to calm it down. They're frustrated at the moment. BARROS. CHERNIAKOVA. Stuck out of foot, doesn't get the ball out of play, goes all the way across goal. It's unusual that teams like Uruguay would get to play in a world finals effectively. In such a young age, a young team really. They're just 4 months they've been together. I have to say, they look like they've got a lot of promise. They're certainly mature. Oldest player in the team is, well, 2 Maria ROLON, number 9, and Natalia, the substitute goalkeeper. But apart from that, they're all in their early to mid-20s. Russia similarly. All their players in the 20s as well. So 2 very young squads assembled by the respective coaches, Leonova and Julio Trinidad. Balled out by AKYLBAEVA. Another chance for Russia, and taken this time. Great strike by Liubov KOMAROVA, who scored in the first game, and now gets Russia's second here. Felt kindly, she only needed one opportunity, and she's put Russia 2-0 up. Balled out by the goalkeeper. Paraguay didn't deal with it. It span kindly away into the path of KOMAROVA. Despite the fact she was falling back, she managed to get the shot on target and double the Russians' advantage with 7:10 to go in the second period. Tough on Cristina RECALDE, who's had a good game so far. Off PETROVA. Paraguay throw. It's a foul on ZAITSEVA. So another Russian free kick. Just a little bit clumsy from Paraguay at the moment at times. Caceres giving away the free kick. But there is no other sport like this in terms of the entertainment that goes on around. Here's the free kick, driven goalwards, just wide. Natalia ZAITSEVA. Caceres taking on PETROVA, and that'll be a foul. So Paraguay have themselves a free kick. There's not much of an angle on this. I'm sure they prefer it much more towards the centre, but it does give Caceres a chance to have a go at AKYLBAEVA's goal. Need to try and get a goal before the end of this second period, really. CHERNIAKOVA. Blocked by Roman. Oh, it's gone in all the way through. Not too sure whether ZAITSEVA got a touch on that. Well, we'll find out in a moment, but it is Russia 3-0 now. It was Sheva that had the initial shot. Great reactions from ZAITSEVA to make it 3. Well, speculative efforts really from Paraguay at the moment. So Russia in control, 3-0 up here in the second period. 5:33 to go. Russia's experience just starting to show through a little at the moment.
Okay, once again, all the sports fans, this is your ANOC World Beach Games Qatar 2019. And this is your beach soccer arena, where all the action happens. Match right now, second period, 5 minutes and 23. This is Russia versus Paraguay, and the score now is 3-0. Once again, still got 3 more games coming up tonight, so stick around, enjoy, have a good time. We are right here at the beautiful Qatar Beach in the beautiful country of Qatar. At World Beach Games 2019.
So Barros with the throw for Paraguay. Godoy hasn't seen too much of it as yet. Claiming a corner, but not given. But frustration, I think, creeping in maybe to Paraguay's play at the moment. Haven't played badly, they've just come up against the Russian side who are just a little bit better. Long-range shot from IVASHKINA. AMARILLA. Bundled in the back by KANAEVA, that will be a free kick. It's a long way out, but it might give Angelica AMARILLA a chance to get one back, maybe. Still plenty of time left in the game. Russia leading here by 3-0. CHERNIAKOVA in the first period, KOMAROVA and ZAITSEVA just a moment or so ago in the second. Well, she tests AKYLBAEVA, who's had very little to do in terms of making saves so far in the match. Comes AMARILLA, oh, way high again, and that's just been the story of Paraguay's night so far. KHUTORNAIA back to the goalkeeper, quickly closed down by Godoy, who's working hard.
Okay, here we go.
KANAEVA forced out wide. IVASHKINA. All the way back to AKYLBAEVA. KOMAROVA. Just fell over as she tried to shoot that one goalwards. It's tricky running on sand. If you've ever done it yourself, I'm sure you'll realise how tough it is, but to dribble with a football at the same time. Godoy goes down, and that's a penalty. So a real chance now for Paraguay to get back into the game. Fanny Godoy brought down. It was the challenge from KHUTORNAIA just there, inside the penalty area. Penalty area stretches the whole width of the pitch, don't forget. 9 meters from the goal line. And Fanny GODOY will have a chance from the penalty spot to get her side their first goal of the game. She's got sand in her eyes, I think, at the moment as well, which is not pleasant.
Okay, I'd also like to say thank you for our sponsor, official speedboat provider for the ANOC World Beach Games Qatar 2019.
So she's got a hat-trick against Great Britain in the first match. And this could be a massive moment for Paraguay, as it will give them a little bit of a foothold back into the game here against Russia, with just under 4 minutes to go in the second period. The ball doesn't have to be dead centre. It is a sort of imaginary penalty spot, if you like, along that 9 metre line. The ball is going to have to be moved slightly. Just clearing the sand from around the ball. Now GODOY with a really good chance. They have to take this, really, Paraguay. Here comes GODOY to make it 3-1 and sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. And Paraguay have their first goal of the game. Fanny GODOY makes it 4 for the tournament. A really well taken penalty, completely outfoxed AKYLBAEVA. A lot of players go for power. She went for placement, and with great effect. So Paraguay back in it at 3-1. Russia shaping straight from the kickoff to get a shot, up to go wide this time. Shaver's shot is blocked off the legs of Caceres.
Okay.
Going for the kick in this time, Russia. Cut out by Caceres right in front of her goal. Arched off the ball by Petrova. Just that little bit stronger in the challenge there, Petrova.
All you gotta do is stand up and dance. Come on.
Shaver.
Stand up and dance, and we get their prize.
Across the area. Good challenge by Caceres. Ball doesn't go out of play. ZAITSEVA. Alonso at her back. Challenge from Barros. It's a free kick to Paraguay. So they've managed to do a good defensive job there. Will be a shot on goal, but again, it's a long way out to test AKYLBAEVA. Need to try and draw fouls a little bit closer to goal, really, to give themselves a real fighting chance of scoring.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey. Come on. We have a very big prize for you. All we gotta do is show your dance moves.
Good strike. Oh, just too high for a Barros. That's one of the best free kicks we've seen from Paraguay so far. They're going closer. Another foot lower, and that might have caused AKYLBAEVA a few butterflies. GODOY.
Okay.
Ball down to MORA! And Paraguay have got a second goal. It's a simple goal as well. Bowled out by RECALDE. Nobody picked up Jennifer MORA, and she's been able to make it 3-2, and all of a sudden, Paraguay are right back in this game. Julio Trinidad will be delighted with the way his team have applied themselves. They didn't let their heads drop at 3-0 down. So they gave Great Britain a fright in their opening game, and they could well do the same to the Russians here.
Come on, Paraguay, I want to see you dancing.
MORA gets there before Shaver can try and get a shot in.
We are selecting now.
Between the legs of Alonso, it's a good take. GODOY. Oh, just too far ahead of MORA. Just wonder whether she might have been better going on her own there. Fanny GODOY. Clear corner off Barros. That will be a goal kick for RECALDE. So inside the final 2 minutes of the second period, it's been a good period for Paraguay. 2-2 in terms of goals scored in this period. 3-2 Russia lead. Great save. CHERNIAKOVA denied by RECALDE. Roman. Oh, can't keep the ball in play though. Shaver just allowed it to run on. It's the first time Russia have ever played Paraguay.
Didn't
have the best of qualifying campaigns, the Russians. They won 2 and lost 2. Lost to Switzerland and England. Beat Czech Republic and Spain after extra time. It was a big win for them. Spain have already showed in this competition what a competent side they are. MORA. AMARILLA. Roman gets the shot in, blocked by Shaver. Roman's there again, good battling away, and well, she gives away the free kick. I didn't think she was just trying to wrap her foot round to get a shot in, but she's brought down Shaver, which will mean a free kick. The ball just spun away. Well, she got her foot on the ball. I'm not too sure that the referee really has spotted that as it was seen. It's very easy for us, of course, having a second look at things. But again, as we've said, from Paraguay's perspective, it'll take something very special from that sort of range to try and beat RECALDE. This might be the last action of the second period as well. We've got 23 seconds to go. Paraguay need to win to really stand a chance of going through to the next stage of the competition. Win would virtually guarantee Russia's progression. Here comes Shaver with a shot. That's well wide. No need for RECALDE to go anywhere near that. Is there one last shot in the game for Paraguay at the end of this second period? Juggled up by MORA. ALONSO. Might be worth just having a go from here. Out wide to AMARILLA. Wins the corner. I don't think there'll be time though. Clock's already run down. The hooter's going to go any second now. Bobbles across goal. Shaver clears away. And the end of an entertaining half. 2 goals apiece in that particular period for the two sides. Russia went into a 3-0 lead thanks to KOMAROVA and ZAITSEVA. But then GODOY and MORA pulling goals back for Paraguay. So at the 2/3 stage in the game, Russia have a slender advantage. That goal from CHERNIAKOVA, the opener of the match, inside the first period. So with 12 minutes to go in the final period, after period 2, it's Russia 3, Paraguay 2. So as always, there will be a coin flip, which there is at the start of each period of the game. So that we are changing ends from, maybe from that in the second period. We'll see in a moment. You're never too young to start enjoying beach football, that's for sure, or any kind of football for that matter. I know Paraguay extremely excited to have the Beach Soccer World Cup coming up. I'm sure the stadium will be full on most occasions. 16 teams, all vying to take the title away from Brazil, who won it in the Bahamas 2 years ago. That's coming up in November. There are plenty of medals up for grabs here, medals in the men's and the women's.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And here we go down the side for the third and final period of the game.
So Paraguay will kick from left to right in the final period. So Russia leading by 3 goals to 2 with 12 minutes to go here. Certainly haven't had it all their own way, having got themselves into a 3-0 lead. Paraguay will be lifted, they'll be buoyed, they'll be confident going into this last period that they can, like they did against Great Britain, at least get the scores level and take it from there. RECALDE goes short to Barros.
After this game, I am going to call the best man in the house, and we're going to give you a prize. Come on!
There's MORA.
Your dancing moves. Come on out.
Blocked away by ZAITSEVA. It's on the beach somewhere.
Left, right, left. Anybody else who's good at dancing? All the two? Come on, super fans in the house.
AMARILLA. Some movement in the centre, just got a foot caught on the blue tape that signifies the sideline.
Flossing time. Who's the best at flossing? Look at these full energy. Representing Paraguay.
CHERNIAKOVA. Well played by Barros. Good defending by Paraguay. GODOY's close by. AKYLBAEVA allows the ball to run. Well, both goalkeepers have been on for every minute so far. And I'm sure both will be tested at some point during this final period. Ball's back again with AKYLBAEVA. Shaver. Trying to get away from AMARILLA. Paraguayans are sticking to their task really well at the moment. They're not allowing Russia any space. Maybe just a little bit slack in their defending early on that allowed Russia to get those 3 goals, but I think they've certainly tightened up at the back. Julio Trinidad on his feet, just shouting out his instructions.
Up, down, down. There you go.
AMARILLA.
Super fans in the house have a good time. We come here to
Can't get any direction on the header. It goes behind for a goal kick. KOMAROVA to AKYLBAEVA.
And this is the official play of our Arab World Beach in Qatar.
KOMAROVA just took her eye off the ball slightly. It goes off the legs of Natalia Barros.
Thank you for coming. Make sure you watch the games until the very end tonight.
KOMAROVA. Oh, it's gone in. It won't count. Straight from the throw, or the kick in rather. Went for the kick rather than the throw. Went in off the post, but no goal. GODOY can't turn, poor control, allows CHERNIAKOVA to get a foot in. Shaver, right across goal again, and well wide of RECALDE's goal. They're starting to just puff a little bit now in these hot conditions. Forward by Barros, by Alonso, but out of the reach of Godoy. Final round of women's matches coming for you tomorrow. Great Britain against Russia will be here on the main pitch. USA taking on Paraguay on pitch 1. And then Spain against Brazil here. Cape Verde against Mexico on pitch 1 as the semi-final lineups will be completed in the women's. Well, that's a short back pass. Here's Godoy with a great chance to level. Oh, good save, AKYLBAEVA, who managed to recover a position. She was on it like a shot there, Godoy, and that's the danger she can pose. No offsides in beach soccer, don't forget, so she can just lurk in front of the goalkeeper. It's KANAEVA for goal. It's wide. Paraguay have really grown into the game, having gone 3 goals down. Well, they went 3-1 down in the second period against Great Britain. Paraguay before getting back to 4-4 before that late goal from Hannah Horton. Won it for Great Britain. Can they get on the end of a late winner themselves this time? They've still got 2 goals to get in the remaining 7 minutes, 17 seconds.
Okay, let's make a roll call once again.
It's Barros. Happy to shoot early, but shots wide of the target.
And put your hands up at the side. Russian fans in the house. ZAITSEVA, thank you for coming.
IVASHKINA. It's good defending again by Paraguay. Now a chance for Maria ROLON.
And of course, your fans.
2 defenders around her. She hasn't got much support there at the moment. Ball stays in play.
Okay,
it's gone out off ROLON.
3-2, still in favor of Russia.
Last played in July, Russia, they won matches against, or 2 matches in fact, against Belarus. 4-1 and 2-1 after penalties, on penalties after a 0-0 draw. Their opening match here against the USA, and they're struggling now really to find any range. RECALDE's not really been called upon for a while. MORA.
And last, here it is, match.
Caceres. Oh, gets the shot in, what a goal! Brilliantly done from Marlene Caceres. And Paraguay are back on level terms, having been 3-0 down. They're back to 3-3, and it's a stunning finish from Marlene Caceres. Came out of nothing, a quick twist, touch of the ball, out of her feet, and into the top corner. AKYLBAEVA can only watch it into the net. That's a stunning goal. And 3-3, and we've now got a real game on our hands. Well, we said you'll see spectacular goals in beach football, and they don't come much more spectacular than that. But Paraguay still have to be mindful of the Russian threat. 5:36 still to go. CHERNIAKOVA bounces one in beyond RECALDE, and that's exactly what we were talking about. It's unlucky for the goalkeeper. The bounce deceived her. And CHERNIAKOVA gets her 2nd goal of the game. Just bounced up over RECALDE. It's really unfortunate. She hasn't had too much to do of late, the goalkeeper. That one's beyond her into the net. And Russia have the lead back at 4-3. Paraguay have to go again.
Thanks for watching. Okay, 5.5 minutes to go here in the game, man.
Well, it's a challenge by ZAITSEVA, as Barros was about to shoot goalwards from the kickoff. She's got the free kick. It's a painful one as well. Oh, diving in. Just kicked her leg as she made that challenge. Natalia Barros just getting some treatment. Paraguay will hope that that's not too serious. I think they might have to replace her for now, just for the moment, while she perhaps gets a bit more treatment. Well, there's ZAITSEVA, whose goal, CHERNIAKOVA rather, that put Russia back in front. Scored the first goal early on in the opening quarter, or the opening period. It's going to be Jennifer MORA that's going to come on. And it will be MORA that will take the kick with Barros off the pitch. So it's either the player that's fouled or the player that replaces her that will take the kick. I just wonder whether there's some thinking behind the player they brought on. See if Mora's got a decent shot on her to test AKYLBAEVA. Here comes MORA against AKYLBAEVA, just wide. Wasn't a bad effort. Managed to keep it down. It's CHERNIAKOVA. Sheva. CHERNIAKOVA brought it down nicely. Just marshalled by Caceres. Caceres just dived in a little with a challenge. CHERNIAKOVA was able to take advantage. Now MORA. To the goalkeeper. Bowled up towards Roman. Too much on it though. AKYLBAEVA makes the save. It's penalised Jessica Roman for the challenge on the goalkeeper. Seen too much wrong with it. She's seen entitled to go for the ball, Roman. Referee just making sure that the path is cleared for the free kick, which will be taken by the goalkeeper. Chest to Sheva. Pressured by AMARILLA. Way back to the goalkeeper. ZAITSEVA came off the shoulder of MORA. PETROVA with her back to goal, went for the overhead. RECALDE, bit of urgency now about Paraguay. AMARILLA. It's a Paraguay ball. Be a nervous last few minutes here for Russia, just over 4 minutes to go. That was given away. PETROVA. ZAITSEVA making a run ahead of her. This is a chance for ZAITSEVA. Good challenge by MORA to stab it back to RECALDE. Now Roman. To try and find some space, they're waiting to bring Fanny GODOY back on. CHERNIAKOVA gets the ball away. That's another foul given away by Angelica AMARILLA. Clumsy. Fortunately, again, it's a long way from goal. It'll need to be something pretty decent to test RECALDE, but Paraguay will be disappointed about the amount of needless fouls they've given away, particularly in this final third.
Russia versus Uruguay.
So she's looking for a hat-trick, CHERNIAKOVA. Scored in the first period, and scored in the fourth period, just after Paraguay got back to 3-3. Here comes the free kick. Awkward one for the keeper. Managed to get a body right behind it, though, RECALDE. KOMAROVA. A free kick given against GODOY. Again, you can see the reaction of the Paraguay players. Ilya Leonov knows his side have been in a really tough battle here, as he just has a quick word with CHERNIAKOVA. So Liubov, KOMAROVA with a chance from the free kick to potentially put the game beyond Paraguay. Here comes the free kick. Good save by RECALDE. Here's the follow-up, though. Oh, cleared off the line. Brilliant clearance as well. It's ALONSO that got back with a header. Really good defending by Paraguay, covering the goalkeeper. Just need to keep working now for the final 3 minutes or so to see if they can get this equaliser that would take us potentially to extra time. No draws, don't forget. Extra time or penalties if required to get a positive result. Shaver. Sliced off the outside of a foot and away for a goal kick. A great first save by RECALDE. And a great header from ALONSO on the line. Covering behind BARROS. Russian men coming next against Uruguay. Caceres stabs it goalwards, but exactly the position that AKYLBAEVA was standing. PETROVA. The kick to CHERNIAKOVA. That'll be a corner. Russia looking to try and finish this one strongly now. Still time for an equaliser. Well, that's a penalty, though, and this could be the end of Paraguay's brave effort. Foul in the corner. It's another clumsy one. Caceres just whipping CHERNIAKOVA's legs from underneath her. And the referee right on the spot to award the penalty, which will be taken, of course, by CHERNIAKOVA. Wry smile from Julio Trinidad, but he can be pleased with the efforts of his team. They're just 4 months this team have been together. It's very much a new project, but they've certainly equipped themselves well against the more experienced Russians. If RECALDE can keep this one out, maybe, just maybe, they'll get a chance to test AKYLBAEVA's goal once more. This for a hat-trick, and this for a 5-3 lead. Goalkeeper took a couple of steps forward a little bit too early. What does that do for CHERNIAKOVA's concentration? And the goalkeeper's going to get a yellow card here for moving off the line. So let's go again. CHERNIAKOVA then with the penalty. Into the corner, and Russia lead 5-3. And CHERNIAKOVA has a hat-trick. So Russia with a 2-goal advantage now. 3 goals in the game for CHERNIAKOVA. And it looks as though Russia are potentially heading through to the semi-finals. But Paraguay have given a really good account of themselves. I'm sure they'll continue to grow as a team over the next few months and years. And Well, certainly maybe challenge some of the big guns if they can keep their side together. This is ALONSO. A minute and a half to go. Wins the throw. Looking for GODOY, just too high for her though. She's probably the smallest player on the pitch, Fanny GODOY. Balled that towards CHERNIAKOVA. Bounced away from her this time. Here's GODOY again. Shaver. Be a corner. So still not over yet. Oh, a great delivery though. GODOY might get a second chance here. Gets a shot in, good save, AKYLBAEVA. Caceres. Inside the last minute. Oh, went for the overhead, but it was well off target. Just couldn't seem to flick the ball up in the angle she wanted. GODOY shot on the turn, pushed away by the goalkeeper. CHERNIAKOVA strikes ALONSO. Russia claiming handball, but not given. There's another shot across goal from Caceres, which goes wide. .23 seconds to go. CHERNIAKOVA. Oh, good block. KOMAROVA was just trying to turn, blocked well by BARROS. CHERNIAKOVA once again, just over the top. And there goes the hooter. So Russia survived a little bit of a scare in that one, having led by 3-0. Paraguay, as they'd done against Great Britain in the last match, came back to level things up at 3-3. But then 2 late goals from Anna CHERNIAKOVA, who ended up with a hat-trick, saw them through to victory and the 3 points that should put them into the semi-finals. GODOY, MORA and Caceres got the goals for Paraguay, who equipped themselves very well indeed. But it's Russia just proving the stronger in the end to go through. It's finished here, Russia 5.